Testing, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to turn the fan off. Looking for, where is the game? There it is. Okay, this is Energy Manager. Everything looks good. Check the drilling. Takes a long time. I'm going to check the fuel. Got $4, $4.91. It's a little bit expensive, $21. And I got a ton of cash. Like I'm not ready to do any research. Okay, so I'm probably going to spend some money. I just got to figure out what I'm going to buy. I'm moving my production down to the new Westchester County. Take advantage of the subsidy, which is 42%. So that's a 200, and that's a 150. That's 5 gigawatt, 5 gigawatt. Got a 5 gigawatt over here for 60 million. So now I'm going to sell one of my smaller plants. 1.5 megawatt. Go to details, go to sell. So I'm going to buy fossil fuel plant, definitely coal. Got one here. It's a little bit expensive because it's low stock, but I don't want the oil plant. And that's only 75 megawatt. Oil plants are a pain in the butt to refuel. Fuel's expensive right now, so I will do it later. I've still got 16 million left over. That's pretty good. Looks like I only have one more of the smaller plants left. And now the rest of them, they're all bigger power plants. Is there any benefit from being CO2 neutral? Okay. So it looks like all of my aircraft are landed. I'm going to check my maintenance. Bulk check. Gonna do finance. $35%, 35% for cargo, and eco-friendly. Got me up to 91%. That's not that great. I don't have enough CO2 holding, so I gotta keep on refueling. I got enough to run it 3 times. You got to do the CO2 I have to purchase every time I depart, but with the fuel I can do it 3 times. Refueling takes a long time. I don't think I have enough points to add to my capacity. I'm planning on live streaming every night. Really don't care what the fuel price is. I have so much money that I just pay for it, whatever it is. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my hubs, and I'm going to check out Jakarta, and look at, this one has 95 for the first class demand. 4.3, 3.9 isn't that great. 4.3 is pretty good. I'll check this one out. 4.27. So I got this other one in Namibia called Windhoek. And I seem to remember that I'm not 100% satisfied with this. But look at that, 4.2, 4.1, that's actually pretty good. And that's a low number. 7,800 is a low number. And then I'm going to check this one. Look at that, 142. $4.3 million. I'm going to check one more hub. I tried Piura, Peru, and Trujillo, Peru. I've probably been to both of those cities, and I wasn't really happy. But it looks like this could be a good number right here. 4 million, 4.1. I'm going to try Piura. I spent a lot of time in Peru. I love visiting there. 4.2. This is a good number, 8,137. So I'm curious why I'm not getting better numbers. I don't have enough to do the CO2 capacity. I know that shipping manager, there won't be anything to do. Oh, actually, it looks like all of my boats are at dock. I'm going to switch to shipping manager. Okay, it looks like everything is doing pretty good. I got the highest wear number is 26%. First thing you want to do is check your fuel. You want to make sure you're eco-friendly. There have been times when I forgot to check, and then when I set sail, I didn't get the full marketing. Go to finance, reputation. I'm going to do the 30% for 4 hours. And then it's so easy, I just depart all of them. 3.5 million. So shipping manager, of all the games, of all of trophy games, manager games, it's the most difficult one to make money. And I do have some items to claim over here, but I'm going to save that for a separate tutorial video that I might do later tonight. You see, I can train. I've got 2 training tokens here. So I got 7.4 million. The next thing I'm going to do is check my fleet and see if I can buy something worthwhile. I'm going to go down to 7.4 million. SS Valley. It's really I think the Triumph is the ship that I want. Probably skip these other two. The long range ships I'm more interested because I don't want to play as often. So I need a little bit more money. Maybe I'll get that Triumph tomorrow. Now I'm going to go back to my fuel. It's in the green, so I'm going to fill up. And, you know, I play too many games where I show up in the red, so I'm going to buy the CO2 also. I don't have enough points to buy anything. I'm going to close that out. Load up Train Manager. So one of the good things about Train Manager is that I've made it to the point where I got the most expensive train. Forgot to check my messages. Wow. Look at that. My whole map is filled up. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is check fuel. And this is another game where I don't care how much it costs. I just buy everything. I make a lot of money in this game. So, got to do marketing. Actually, the Fair Dodger, that doesn't do anything. So I'm going to skip that one. I only need to refuel once. Most of my trains are electric. You see, my fuel is full. So you got two choices. Either you build more routes, and then you have to pay a lot of money for a hub, and you got to pay for more trains, or you upgrade your older trains so that they make more money. And you really want to start with the upgrading of the older trains. The other issue is, you know, I was telling you I got that most expensive train, the Shinakake or whatever it's called. It's absolutely not worth it. It's a complete waste of money. And the reason why is because the range is so far, it exceeds the number of stations permitted in the game by like triple. So why buy it? It's a complete waste of money. I had to reduce the range by like 2/3 in order to be able to run it. And definitely don't do the circle lines. They're going to be a waste of money. They will probably never break even. Wow, I got a long way to go. I got to do this at least 10 more times. Because my trains go a longer distance, it takes a lot longer to refuel because they need a lot more electricity. When you're buying electricity, you're not really paying, you're prepaying is what you're doing. So I had some ideas for some other games that they could do. One of them is political. Don't want to say because I don't want to get penalized by YouTube. But obviously where you have all these different states and you have people that represent different states. I had a game like that in the 1980s on my Commodore 64. I really enjoyed playing it. It's funny because it took like an hour and a half to load the game. It was on a cassette tape, and I had to load one side and then flip it over and then load the other side, and I would load the game during dinner, and then when dinner was over, I would be able to play the game. There is a game on Steam, and it's free. Okay, so I ran all the trains. I'm going to check on that expensive one. Shinosuke. And I am telling you, it's a complete waste of money. Don't buy it. Out of 2,500 kilometers, I'm only running 1,700 because there's a maximum of 15 stops. And I didn't want to go through and pick each stop. See, I made 237,000. When I check that compared to this, the way they designed this is so bad. It's such a pain in the butt. $0? Why would I have zero income? But look at that, 423,000. It makes a lot more money. Yeah, this makes a lot more money. Looks like I got a train over here. It's waiting for a line. It would be nice if they drew the existing lines in. The demand is so high that I could run a ton of trains on the route. You see how it says passenger capacity 1,000 and the daily demand is 22,000? I could run, you know, easily 5 or 10 trains. So you can see that I found this route over here. I don't know if there's another train that's going through there. But I'm going to guess not. I think I did find a new route. Gonna check the yard. I've got 130. I guess I should get freight. Costs 450. I heard if you go international, it doesn't give you more trains. You're still stuck with the same limitation. Wanted to go to the yard. Okay, so to increase, I gotta pay 100 million. The other option is you look at the capacity. There's only 150 people. There's only 70 people. I could buy like 6 of these trains with 1,000 passenger train. Nashville to East Chattanooga. Okay. So I'm guessing it's this line right over here. No, it's not. Wow, that's so short. Okay, so I'm going to look at the demand. Nashville. Nashville to East Chattanooga. It doesn't have the demand information. So how do I know if I should upgrade the train? It says 150 passengers. I don't understand why it's delayed. I'm going to take it out of service, and then what's going to happen is it's going to park when it gets to Nashville, and then I will sell it. And then I will replace it with a higher capacity train. It's a very short route, and unfortunately I don't know how many passengers run on it. You know what? It might be smart to just dump this route because it's never going to make money. So I'm going to take this one out of service also. Get rid of all the short routes. They don't have any help board or discussion board. Okay, so that was train manager, shipping manager, energy manager. I do have Skyhaven, but I've also, I've pretty much completed it. I should check to see if they've made any changes. Okay, so I want to go back to energy manager. We've gone past the next hour, so I want to see if the fuel price has changed to something better. Looks like there's nothing to do. The fuel's not that great. I missed a $6 fuel. I picked it up at like 17 or 21. I'm sorry, for CO2. So it did complete research. I'm going to go through and fix that. Unfortunately, the research is not that great. Everything is either too expensive or it's impossible to research everything. I don't know if I want to spend $6 million to add to a grid. But you got to do it for the subsidy. Okay, I'm going to do the stock one. I already know the others are mostly a waste of time. The drilling's got a way to go. That needs to be upgraded. This is too small. So 150, 75, 150, 1.5, 250, 25, This one's too small also, it's a 500. So I got to get rid of those two 500s. Will have to be another time. I'm going to see if there's another game. You know, 2 Point Campus. I could play 2 Point Campus. Just going through my hard drive, looking for some stuff. There's a picture of me. Okay, so I am going to load up another game. It's going to take a little bit of time to get it up. I am going to start live streaming every night. I like 2 Point Campus. A little bit too easy because I played 2 Point Hospital. This particular campus is in one of the earlier stages. I got this game for like 50% off or 90% off or something like that. It's 2 years old already. Oh, that's too bad. The game does exit sometimes while I'm playing.
Students are reminded to make us look good or better.
The VR lab. I like the guitar. I think the guitar is pretty cool.
Janitor to maintain lectern. Thank you.
This is, of course, a room that no one ever uses. I got it up to 6. But it's got to be 7, right? I think this one needs
Questions. I believe that's
a heater.
is you.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Hello, hello. Today we're discussing for the very first time, ironically, sequels. Yes, that's right. When the wicked and wretched behind something decide that it's a
You know, I got to do research. I don't know which room does the research.
second pressing of
Well, there it
an
is.
already tenuous idea.
I hate the menus in this game.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
So I'm gonna need a teacher.
Despite the rumors, the campus grounds are not a toilet.
Train a teacher to level 5 in robotics. So I got little to do. I'm gonna do some decorating. Definitely this room right here.
Sequelization, or the art of doing something again, is derived from the Greek word sequalid, meaning lazy, repetitive, or in some way redundant. It would seem that the ancients are trying to tell you something. Ambitionless auteurs of our times.
Janitor needed to unlock toilets.
This room looks a little busy. Prestige 10, that's pretty good.
Library requesting assistant.
$28 students. Probably need to hire more teachers so they can take more breaks. 1 to 9.
Sequelization, or the art of doing something again. Wait, no, we've covered that already. See what I did there? I almost repeated myself and then decided not to. It is possible. Up next, something fresh.
Janitor required in lecture theatre.
Gonna see if there's any teachers that. Oh, come on. See if there's any teachers that I have a shortage of. They really don't lay it out well. Status, staff type. Like I see short on VR. Everything looks pretty good. Okay, we'll sort by energy.
Student requests for administrator. I'll add them to the pile.
Okay, I'll see if I can hire a little bit of everything. Hire this one. So I hired 3 teachers that should help out with the workload. I've only got 1 computer lab.
New to the Crummy student range. Unfoldable pizza. It'll fill you up without filling up your cupboards. Crummy's unfoldable pizza is a fraction the size of your average frozen pizza. Oh, and when it's unfolded, well, you've got yourself a whole pizza. Just like Mama used to make.
Got it up to 5, but that's not good enough.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
Draws at a 4th grade level. I definitely think that 2 Point Hospital has a lot more features.
Your body's a temple, and you wouldn't fill a temple with crisps.
Can't put any carpet. I'll probably have to put heater in. Got me up to Prestige 7.
Assistant needed in library.
Gonna do some training. Book a couple people.
Repetition seems to me to be at the heart of all of our cultural.
You really
and social
want
theories.
to
What comfort
train the
comes
higher
from taking your
people,
cookie
because the
cutter
lower
theories.
people
Another
you can
weekend,
just hire
another roach
better
burger,
ones.
another glorified
Like this one. Who is this
super
even?
picture theater. Come on, people. Come out there and live.
Unless someone probably has to be
Join me
fired.
tomorrow on 2 Point Radio, where I'll be talking about my collection of ceramic vase.
Showering is technically but not socially optional.
Well, they're doing pretty good.
Students eating rubbish are reminded that you are what you eat.
I gotta check out my staff rooms. I don't see a staff room over here. There's nobody in there. I think I'm going to improve the staff rooms so that they're happier.
Assistant to the library. Thank you.
Many of you are getting in touch about one particular sequel. Yes, the follow-up to Mr. Cushion's positively poisonous production, Perilous Spandex. The only thing hazardous about that particular picture is watching it. The sequel, entitled Perilous Spandex 2, The Hazards of Love.
Check the
received
temperature.
coveted Piece of Garbage Award. A little award that I bestow to highlight as a public service announcement, really. Those films most bereft of value in our county's rich tradition of abominable filmmaking.
Janitor required in bathroom.
Can't really do anything about the temperature in those rooms. I think putting up more decorations in the common areas
Students eating rubbish
is a good idea.
that you are what you eat.
It'll make people happier. A lot of people walking through.
This has been exhausting. We shan't be doing it again because, unlike all you
Only level 3.
peddling washed-up rehash monkeys, we at 2 Point Radio know when to stop.
So basically this room is for students. It's got all the dormitories, the lounge, the cafeteria. There's a library, and it's a student union, not a lounge. And some classrooms that can be moved later. If I do move them, obviously I'll replace them with dormitories. So I could easily build more dormitories.
Assistant needed in library.
That's a huge piece of property right there. Thinking dormitories is the way to go. If I build other buildings, it's not going to help. I'm going to do a course upgrade. Let me do this one. Okay, dormitory. This is obviously
In
the
dormitory.
wrong size, but I'll fix it.
That's the show. Of course, this has all been delivered to you with one rather heavy caveat. If I were ever to be involved in a second rendition of anything, I can be certain in telling you that it would be for good reason. And if
I'm going to move all these beds over
bigger, better,
so I can put heat on the other side of the room.
How's that? Right?
Students using the VR lab should take
Got 43 students assigned to it. So I'm going to make some changes here. I am going to move the door. No, don't hit that.
janitor needed in dormitory.
I don't know if I did enough. So I made it too small, and that was by accident. Not a big deal. But it brought it down from like 42 down to 36.
Student requests are often heard, but not always listened to.
Most buildings are going to need a bathroom, so I will build one here. And a shower room. Because this is a student room, I'm going to put the lounge and the cafeteria.
Assistant to the library. Thank you.
A lot of students showed up. So they need food. So I will put some vending machines.
Summer break would be a convenient time for construction.
There's going to be no teachers here, so I'm not going to put any resources that teachers use. Cafeteria is a good idea, and more dorms.
The academic year is now over.
I'm going to put a door over here. I guess not. Ah, come on. And then heat. I'll try 2 small ones, see what happens.
Janitor required in bathroom.
Got 20 course points. That's actually pretty good. I need
Welcome back, fellow students. It's me, DJ
internet
Short,
history
keeping each
teacher.
other on the pulse of 2 Point County, so you didn't have to. Today's topic: would Jasmine Odyssey be cooler if she was less popular? I didn't want to spoil it for you, but the answer is yes. Here's a pretty niche favourite of mine from an actor I can't even pronounce the name of. Pretty challenging stuff. Check it out.
I guess, well, we'll check out the dorms. Went down to 32. That went down to 14, and that is at 14. This allows 7. So I could put cafeteria, a union.
The academic year is starting. I hope you have a pencil.
This is actually a good place to put the training room because it's in an out-of-the-way place. But I'm going to put a small cafeteria. It says 4x4. I guess I'm not gonna. It's not gonna fit. Better not complain about the dorms.
Now taking students for internet history.
Okay, do I need any rooms? It says computer lab and lecture theater. Put a lecture theater right here.
Janitor required in bathroom.
I think that's a computer lab. And that's a lecture theater, so I'll just copy this one. Gonna have to move the doors.
Man, I hear a lot of talk about snacks on campus. Although it's pretty derivative student chat, there's something I've got to say. Sure, cheesy gubbins are, well, fine. But if you're looking for a truly superior snack, you should try Grub Grubs, the snack that's made from real naturally expired insects. You might think I sound a bit crazy, I realise that, but I really appreciate the subtle taste. They do take a few months to arrive, but personally, I think it's worth it.
Got the other door moved.
Students are reminded to make requests.
Gonna
not
put the
demands.
artwork back. Then I'm gonna verify that I did it correctly. Says I need a VR teacher. Is that what it is? Internet history, it says. this stuff. I'll take a little bit of a break. Okay, so I can add another course. Just going to do the upgrade. So I will upgrade this one. And then I'm going to check the calendar because I'm going to need, just hired a teacher. Internet history. I mean, what's the deal with that? Okay. Smart thing to do is just to build more dormitories.
Now,
There you go.
it's time for a student story about a bakery that's jam-packed no more. Here,
Very tiring and exhausting. Only went down to 32. That didn't change at all.
I'm here at Old Widget Bakery in Hogsport, where for generations local students have been enjoying traditional jam donuts. But sadly, the sweetness ends here. The machine
They're gonna need
fills the
food.
donuts with delicious fruity mixtures such as red and green has been suffering from jam rot and finally went out of commission today. To honor the machine, the bakery is serving donuts filled with nothing. They may seem hollow, but their taste is one of poignancy. A fitting farewell to a fine confectionery friend. Starting next week, the bakery will be back up and running with a new machine looking to make new memories and serve lots of donuts.
Assistant required in the student union.
Says he needs a monitor. It says monitor requires research. Internet history, wow.
Despite the rumors, the campus grounds are not a toilet.
Looking for the research room. I don't remember which room it is. Oh, it's not done yet. Cancel, copy.
Students, eating rubbish are reminded you are what you eat.
So the students like these tables. And some video games would be nice.
Cheesy gubbins are back. Where did they go?
There's already somebody sitting at the table.
Cheesy gubbins. The only thing you can count on.
So I could put a cafeteria here, or obviously another dormitory. And I'm thinking make another building just with dormitories. I got lots of money, so I'm going to buy some property.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
Wonder if this is the monitor that the guy needed. So if I do the lectern 3, I'm ready to use it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'll do it. Wonder what this is. He's the one who needs a monitor.
Despite the rumors, the campus grounds are not a toilet.
My students are doing pretty good grade-wise. Oh, he needs the monitor in 6 seconds, apparently. He ain't gonna get it. So the teachers are not happy. I'm gonna try to improve their accommodations. Now this room is overcrowded.
Our listenership has gone down over the past few months, but frankly I'm not sure that I agree. I'd much rather our little radio community stay as small as possible. I don't want a crowd ruining it and taking us from a cool underground scene to something bland and mainstream. In fact, my dream would be pretty much no one listening at all. Just me, talking to myself, for myself, all day. Now that would be pretty excellent.
And a carpet. So I think I need another staff room.
Announcement. The campus just got
a good place to put vending machines.
Frequently asked
You know, I'm going to check to see if they've got
smell is you.
more. Nah. Okay, I'm ready for the staff to start using this room.
Students are reminded to make requests, not demands.
You want to place a track where a lot of people are walking. So I'm going to put it right there. And you want to make it where you can see that nobody's going to use it also. So you can confirm that you just wasted your money on that.
Assistant
Oh look, there's someone who's actually on it.
Student Union.
What a surprise. I'm going to see if there's anything that I haven't unlocked yet that would be useful. I could put some of these kiosks.
Frequently asked questions. I believe that smell is you.
I'm going to have to hire some assistants. One, two, three, and go to my staff.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
Sort by qualifications. Keep these people out of the library. The ones with the high numbers, you don't want them doing the cafeteria, for example. You want them in the library. I need more of the tutors. So this building's kind of full. Got room over here for something. Usually I put food on the wall. I guess the tutors are going to have to be in this building.
On 2 Point Radio. Good day, I'm Ricky Hawthorne, and welcome to the show. On my drive-in this morning, I was speedily overtaken by a car full of whippersnappers, pipsqueaks, and good for some things. I couldn't tell what they were chanting, but it certainly did look like fun. So today, only partly because I've got nothing else planned, I thought I'd pay tribute to those young people by telling you a few stories from my glory days.
Okay, the tuition rooms. 3 by 2. Pretty easy. And copy. You know what, I really don't need it because my students are doing very well. There's a corridor over here, so I'm going to put vending machines.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
Probably need a staff room. And the other two by one. What a room.
Despite the rumours, the campus grounds are not a toilet.
Need a little bit of a break. I'm just going to be a minute.
For those of you who don't know how I spent my formative years, I was born, bred and buttered right here in 2 Point County before attending what was then called 2 Point University. I think it's still called that now, but it was then too. Right, top draw anecdotes coming up, but first, here's another toe tapper.
Students eating rubbish are reminded that you are what you eat. Janitor to clean up the place. Thank you.
Super console.
Weather report. The campus is experiencing weather, presumably.
Going to be getting some course points soon, which is always good. I'm going to do some events for the student lounge.
When it comes to food, sometimes simple living is happy living. Don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly lucky to eat a wide range of things nowadays, from chicken sandwiches to pastas of seemingly infinite shapes and lengths. But I'll never forget that time at university when I lived off an enormous block of cheddar. I was said to be mostly cheese by the end of term, and you know, I think they were right.
Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet.
What's going on here? Just queuing up a bunch of training.
Janitor to collect litter. Sorry.
Wow, a 7. Definitely take that. The 5 looks pretty good. There's 5 students in line. It said 5. See, they're coming. doesn't show all the information of Two Point Hospital, and Two Point Hospital will show you a list of all the students.
Oh, I don't know. Where do I start? I've been feeling a bit lost, you know. I could really do with a sense of purpose.
Foundation.
Who needs purpose when you've got the all?
Get some radiators going.
Despite the rumours, the campus grounds are not a toilet.
I think I'm gonna have to build cafeteria. Four by four.
The student union is not your playground. It's everyone's playground.
And then I can build a staff room.
Your body is a temple, and you wouldn't fill a temple with crisps.
Ricky Hawthorne. On 2 Point Radio. One summer, some friends and I headed north on a fisherman's pilgrimage to Tumble. I tell you, there's no freedom like it. Just a group of mates, their matching bucket hats, and a case of antique fishing flies. Pure bliss.
So they're going to walk through the cafeteria to get to the staff room. There's no vending machine. Oh yeah, there are. So at the beginning of the year, you got to check to make sure that you got enough teachers.
Announcement. The timetable is now live.
A lot of students graduating. Probably should put a library because they will use it.
Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us.
It may come as a surprise to some of you, but the young Hawthorne was something of a prankster. Yes, once at school, the gang and I bought several thousand soft drawing pencils, and in the dead of night, swapped them with our school supply of much harder standard issue pencils. I only wish you could have seen the look on Mr. Featherbridge's face when he tried taking registration the next morning. Well, the man was livid. Unfortunately, two of the boys were expelled for breaking and entering. Don't trespass, kids.
I fit every bookshelf. Place is crowded.
Assistant to the library. Thank you.
Gonna need lecture halls. Students are getting good grades. I am concerned about my teachers.
Student requests for administrator. I'll add that to the pile.
want to stress that I don't think a young person's life is all fishing trips and A-grade hijinkery. No, no. I also took a great deal of substance from the many mentors and role models in my young life. I'll never forget the professor who took my Introduction to Advanced Thinking course at university. He once told me, "Ricky, I don't think you'll ever understand what I'm saying." And he was right. A very wise man, that one.
Wow, this does not look good.
Janitor required in bathroom.
Teacher required internet history. Does not say that.
Janitor to clean up the place. Thank you.
For some reason, it's letting me put this in front of the board.
Students eating rubbish are reminded that you are what you eat.
Thanks for joining me on a lovely walk down memory lane. Before we go, I just wanted to remind you that glory days aren't just for the young amongst us. In truth, there's no way I'd rather be than here with you at 2 Point Radio. Today's show was sponsored by Bungle Kitty Litter, the litter tray that'll make your critters day.
There's just not enough room. Look at that, just expand the building. And the problem is solved.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
Wow, Wow, look at all that stuff it sold.
It doesn't matter how desperate you are. No urinating on campus facilities.
No, why it won't let me build anything over there.
Library requesting assistant. Janitor required in bathroom.
Need someone in the cafeteria. So I'm going to finish playing this and I'm going to check on some of the other games. I'm going to be loading up Airline Manager 4. Nothing landed. Still got all my marketing, so I'm going to depart all those aircraft. Do the maintenance for everyone who's going to land. Looks like it didn't fill up. So I got nothing to sell. Ooh, $1. That's really good. Okay, that's going to be it for today. That was Airline Manager 4, Energy Manager, Shipping Manager, Train Manager, and 2 Point Campus. I'll be streaming again